Rayman Legends 100% walkthrough. This will be for the major painting 20,000 Lums Under the Sea, and the level is Mansion of the Deep. This was probably one of my favorite levels in this game just because it reminded me of Luigi's Mansion and the mansions inside the Paper Mario games, and those were just awesome games and parts of the game, speaking of Paper Mario. So what you start off with is a room with two doors, and you have the option to go left or right. I choose the right first. I don't think it really matters, but I've always gone right, so, you know, do whatever you want. And what you will want to do is try to get all the Lums, obviously, because you need 600 to get the golden trophy at the end of this level, and also you will want to kill any enemies just so you can get even more Lums. If you notice in some parts there's electricity going between some of the sections, like right there and also in the previous room, that's because you need to shut off the electricity to get access to those, and that's what this button does. Now when you do that, everything gets dark and then the security bots get released. So be sure to pick up the first teensy in that little pocket there, and then swim on your way down, avoiding that big security robot. Now here the door closes with the guy torturing the teensy, so what you need to do is jump up, get the heart just for the extra Lums, even if you already have a heart. And this is where it gets a little bit annoying just because the jumping is weird. Like it's you jump up and then you kind of float down for a second, so it's kind of slow. It's just it's just slower jumping than in normal games, and on top of that you have this light to deal with, so this is just a really weird spot of this game. Now what you need to do here is jump onto that rope first of all, which I did not do. You need to jump onto that rope or that chain and then slide your way down and slide your way down, jump, and then free the teensy. And then on top of it all, you saw me sliding around there. That's because the floor itself is a little bit slippery, which is pretty annoying in any platformer. And that is probably my least favorite thing when it comes to any of these games, really, is slippery floors or ice levels. They're the absolute worst. That's really all that there is in that room. This next room has a few more things, but once again it's got all these fish and of course the electricity blocking your way, and you'll notice the teensy in that tank, but you can't get that yet. And there's also a royalty teensy down below there, which obviously you cannot get to yet, so work your way over to this left room and free the turnips, get the Lums, and jump on down. Be sure to get this teensy, which is in the middle of all of these jellyfish, and then try to get this golden coin that's over here to the left. When trying to avoid those jellyfish, it's best if you go from the right to the left, but if you go either direction, you'll probably be able to make it. So here is the first royalty teensy, and you just want to be careful with these jellyfish. It's just a little bit of careful timing and using the attack move to boost yourself through the water and then free the teensy. So of course, while avoiding these giant underwater centipedes, you want to work your way down here to the left. Try not to be eaten, because that is not good for anybody's day. And then destroy all these barnacles that are on the walls, and you will want to get rid of both of these enemies before going for that golden coin, just because that one that shoots that ball of electricity will probably hit you. And then for this, which reminds me a lot of Portal 1, you want to make sure that you don't get crushed by them, and once you turn off the electricity you'll have just enough space to pass. And then of course all the security bots come out again, and you can usually dash your way through some of the light if you want to just get through it quickly, but for the bigger bots like that one down there, or even that one, it's probably not a good idea to do that. So be sure to get that teensy and then make your way up here. Destroy that guy, but be careful because I almost got hit by that ball of electricity. And then kill all the enemies here, free the Teensy in the tank, and then get the royalty Teensy down below. Now for this particular Teensy, just make sure you time it, rush through, it's not too hard to get. And then get this royalty Teensy in this spot, and this one is actually, it's not too bad. Some of the other soccer ball levels, or some of the other soccer ball Teensies are kind of annoying to get, but that one's not the hardest of them all. And I think the hardest one has actually already been done. So anyway, just make sure not to get hit by that light, and then go into the giant door, which has been opened because you shut off the electricity. Now this part is actually a little bit challenging, at least I thought it was on my first try. And it's just because all these lasers are around, and if you touch the lasers at all, they will zap you. So you don't get any leniency whatsoever. If the laser touches you, you get zapped. So you really want to avoid that, and it's really just a matter of learning the level and figuring out where you need to go. Like that part can be a little bit challenging, like right there I got zapped, and somehow I lived. I have no idea how. It looked like I got zapped twice, but magically I lived. And then you're going to want to try to get this golden coin, but that's pretty strange timing. And then again, if you have 600 lungs, you don't need to get that coin anyway. But once you make it past those lasers, that will be the end of this level.